Heidi Ellsworth, and we are back at the International Builders Show with the Tapco Tools booth out in Show Village. Wow, we have had such a great time so far, and we are interviewing some really great people who we've not had a chance to meet before. And I have to say, Greg Helmish, I'm so excited to meet you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Really appreciate it.
This is so great. So, Greg, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your organization. You're going to love this.
Sure will. So, Greg Helmish, I'm the building trades instructor at North Iowa Area Community College. We're based about 2 hours south of the Twin Cities and 2 hours north of Des Moines, right off I-35. And we have a program where we sometimes have seniors in high school that come over for half days, and we have traditional students all the way up through age 60.
I love it.
And we have a building trades program where we teach residential building. We partner with Habitat for Humanity, and we also work with Morton Buildings for post-frame construction, and then do light commercial as well. And so just love to instill that passion in the next generation.
You know what? We need you so bad. We need these kind of programs because right now, as we know, in construction overall, especially in roofing and the exterior contractors, we have a huge labor shortage. And we need the next generation to just kind of want to become part of the skilled trades and part of the construction industry. What are you hearing from students as they're coming over and starting to get their hands into it? And it seems like there's a renewed interest.
There really has been. You know, people like Mike Rowe and others that are well known are really pushing the dignity of having a trades job and not having that college debt, and you can make a very good living for yourself. I have some students that 1 year out of the program, no college debt, making $100 grand a year, and
awesome.
You know, that's not everybody, but if they're motivated and they've got the right drive and ambition, the excitement with the hands-on is there too. We're about 10% classroom and about 90% hands-on.
Smart. I think that makes such a huge difference because not everybody's meant for book learning or for the classroom, and we want to be outside and working, right?
For sure.
So you have had a special relationship with Tapco Tools. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So this would have been 3 years ago that Adam and Kit reached out to me and talked about donating a brake to our school. And the irony is I had been asking for a new brake for 10 years on my regular budget. It never happened. And what are the chances at the Vegas show, the very brake that they donated, one of my all-time heroes, Aaron Jones, Big Dog Construction, was demonstrating the brake. And so it was like a amazing moment for me to realize the generosity, and they even included one of their saw tracks as well with that, and just it's made a big impact on what we're able to do, and didn't have to break the budget at school and wait longer to have something to get on the hands of students.
And I love it because these students now are learning, growing with a Tapco tool, and it makes a difference, I think, later on in your life. I mean, my dad was a general contractor. I know how important the tools are, right? From what's in your tool belt to what's on your job site. That makes a big difference.
100%. Yeah, and you know, time is money, and Tapco has thought out very carefully ways with the brake buddies and things like that, and the tape add-on of how workers can be more efficient and do fancy trims that might otherwise not have been possible years ago.
Yeah, I just saw the Tapco tape. So smart. So smart, and it can be added on to any. So you can buy it separately, and so it doesn't matter how long. And how many do you have?
Well, we have one brake right now with two of the tape add-ons.
I love it.
The Tapco tapes. So, and it's a cool idea, and the concept behind it that you don't have to pull it off every time you make a bend. There's a way to get that out of the way and work more efficiently, smarter, not harder.
Yeah. And we were talking about training with Adam and how important it is to have that training, and that's exactly what you're providing every day.
Well, and you know, the cool thing is custom trim work and, you know, keeping water out of the home so much can be made now just with coil stock and not have to buy that, and the students can appreciate that, make something that's custom, and be proud of it at the end of the day. It started out as a roll, and now it's an actual functional piece on the house that we're building.
Yeah, you know what? In fact, he was saying 40% saving by fabricating it yourself instead of buying prefab.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's huge.
Very much, yep.
Huge. So how important is it that corporations out there, I mean, when you look around at this show, there are so many companies here. How important is it that they are involved with programs like yours, with vocational schools, really getting in early with those students?
It's pivotal for a number of reasons. Obviously, it helps with the budget, but the other thing that's happening is the next generation of builders are now using their tools.
Right.
So it's a win-win, and we understand that, you know, it costs money to do a donation or things like that, but the ramifications are exponential on the benefits that are to the company and to the school and the students involved. To me, it's just a win-win, and I wish more corporations would do it, and Westlake Royal Pros and TAPCO have been very generous, and we're so grateful.
That is so awesome. That's awesome. If people want to learn more about your program, where would they go?
So a couple of things that they could do. I do have a QR code on a thing that I just gave you. If you scan it, our Instagram page is very active, and it's at NIACC Building Trades, NIACC and building with no space. And if they scan that QR code, they can get to that and see some of the other partnerships that we've been blessed to have. But this is definitely a pivotal one, and one that I'll never forget.
I love it. And you will be able to find this on the TAPCO Tools directory on Metal Coffee Shop and on Roofers Coffee Shop and the Westlake. So we will make sure this is out there. So if you want to find out what they're doing and having such success, this is great. And this is truly very classic, very cool. So
well, that hats off to my tool and die instructor, Kevin Losey, for that. So.
Very clever. I love it. Thank you so much. It's been great meeting you, and I just want to say thank you from my heart for helping to bring the next generation into construction.
Thank you for the opportunity and the time.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you all. We'll be back soon. We've got more interviews coming.